The Yars-24 Yars is a Russian intercontinental ballistic missile. It is an improved version of the previous Tupolev. It is known in the West as SS-29. It uses the same 16x16 wheel chassis as the Tupolev, and externally it looks similar. However, it carries an improved missile that is heavier. The Yars was developed both as a road mobile and silo-based system that would use the same missile. It was first tested in 2007 and was adopted by the Russians' Strategic Missile Forces in 2010. Its production commenced during the same year. It replaced in production the previous Tupolev. As of 2016, Russian Strategic Missile Forces deployed 63 mobile and 10 silo-based Yars ICBMs. These were fielded alongside the Tupolev systems on a 50-50 basis. It is planned that the Yars will become the mainstay of the ground-based component of the Russian nuclear triad. This solid fuel missile is similar to that of the Tupolev and has 3 stages. It has a range of 12,000 kilometers. The main difference from the previous missile is that Yars is MIRV-equipped and can carry at least 6 independently targetable warheads, with a yield of 100 to 300 kilotons. Other sources report that this missile can carry up to 10 re-entry vehicles. It is a huge improvement over the Tupolev, which carries a single 550 kilotons warhead. It has been reported that the Tupolev can be rapidly upgraded to carry multiple 150 kilotons independently targetable warheads. In 2019, the Avant-Garde re-entry vehicle was declared operational. It is launched on top of the missile, but unlike a regular warhead that follows a predictable path, the Avant-Garde travels at hypersonic speed and can make sharp maneuvers. This makes it much harder to intercept. It was planned that in 2019 a total of 31 Yars missiles will be equipped with Avant-Garde hypersonic gliding re-entry vehicles and will be deployed operationally. The Yars was designed to evade missile defense systems. This missile maneuvers during the flight and carries both active and passive decoys. It is estimated that it has at least a 60 to 65% chance to penetrate defenses. The Yars is slightly more accurate than the Tupolev. It has a CP of 150 to 200 meters. A silo-based version of the Yars is compatible with the silo of older Russian ICBMs that was phased out of service. It uses the complete infrastructure of the previous missiles. It only takes to load the new missile into the silo. A typical silo-based unit has 10 Yars missiles and a command post. A road mobile Yars TEL is based on Belarusian MCKT 79221 16x16 heavy high mobility chassis. This chassis was specially designed for the Tupolev intercontinental missile. The first 3 and last 3 axles are steered, so this vehicle is very maneuverable for its size. Also, it has good cross-country mobility. The TEL vehicle is operated by a crew of 3. The Yars mobile launcher has autonomy on roads of 500 kilometers. It allows the vehicle to operate undetected in an area equivalent to a small European country. Road mobile intercontinental ballistic missiles are harder to detect and hit. The Yars has a high probability of surviving the first strike, once the country has been attacked. Once on high alert, the Yars missiles can leave their bases and operate in remote forest areas to increase their survivability. It takes 7 minutes to prepare the missile for launch. The Yars can launch its missile from a prepared site, special garage with a sliding roof, or from an unprepared position during field deployment. The TEL vehicle can leave its position once the missile is launched. During field deployment, the Yars TEL is escorted by a number of support vehicles, including support vehicles, mobile command posts, signals vehicles, fuel tankers, and a host of other military vehicles with troops to ensure the security of the missile. In case of emergency, the TEL vehicle can operate autonomously without its escort. A fuel tanker is based on a similar 16x16 chassis but carries an enormous fuel tank in place of the ballistic missile. The Yars intercontinental ballistic missile was designed for a service life of about 20 years. RS-26 Rubez, also called the Yars M, is a smaller and lighter version of the Yars. The missile is based on the Belarusian MCKT 79291 chassis with a 12x12 configuration. It is believed that the development of these ballistic missiles commenced in 2008. It was planned that the first RS-26 regiment will become operational in 2016. Although the RS-26 is legally an ICBM, it may be that the demonstrated range of 5,800 kilometers is close to the maximum range of the missile. Essentially, this missile falls into the class of intermediate-range ballistic missiles, or IRBMs. Though Russia insisted that the RS-26 is an ICBM, as IRBMs with a range of up to 5,500 kilometers were banned by a 1987 Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, or INF Treaty. So the Russians found a way to field an intermediate-range ballistic missile and to fill the gap that was once covered by the RST-10 Pioneer or SS-20 Sabre IRBMs.